She started in IT before moving on to broadcasting as a presenter for television and radio. The personality that we have tonight is Mpho Maboi, who has journeyed on to become one of the country's most respected and recognized sports anchors. From her days on YFM to being the first female anchor of a studio sports show on Supersport, Mpho is now watched and listened to by 50 million South Africans. I'm just teasing. By all of us. She's sports anchor for SABC Sports and Metro FM, and Mpho joins us on the show to discuss where her love for sports stems from and how she managed to translate that love into a career in broadcasting. Mpho, pleasure to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here.
It would have been great. You know, I should have just said it and said 25 million viewers. That's the audience she has.
Oh yes, I wish, hey?
Yeah, but you know, when you're on Metro, I'm sure the audiences are substantial anyway.
Of course, I think it's about 6 million the last time we checked.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Country of 5 million, you've got 6 million.
Well,
6 million is substantial, most
It is
definitely,
big. It is quite
by any account.
True.
And how's the experience on a day-to-day basis with Metro?
It's amazing, I must say. Also, having moved from the daytime slot to drive time in the space of a year, you know, you feel that sense of growth. You feel like you're adding something to the brand. So far, I'm absolutely loving it.
I've been waiting to talk to somebody who is involved in sports and follows sports very closely.
Yeah.
Because I don't that much. I just watch, I'm interested, like any other sports fan. Why are Bafana not doing well?
How did I know you're going to ask that question?
Sorry about it. But you can't have, you've got to account to the 6 million people. They've shared ideas with you. So you tell me what happened or what is wrong.
In all honesty, I think at whatever point that we stop building with regards to Bafana and actually target winning our games, target, firstly, qualifying for big events, then we will get there. But at the moment, the fact that every time that we don't do well, it's always put down to, no, we're building for 2022. I mean, in all honesty, we've been building. It's enough now. Let's just find a core team that we know, you know what? We forget about the veterans. We have a little bit of veterans because you need the experience, but we have a team that's going to take us to 2018 and beyond.
Let me be unfair to you.
Yeah.
When did you start in broadcasting?
2009, that's when I started with Supersport.
Okay, but with YFM?
With YFM, I started in 2004, but I wasn't sports-centric.
Yeah,
I
that's
was more on
fine.
entertainment.
Broadcasting?
Yes, broadcasting
Okay.
2004.
And I'll go back to your days at YFM. 2004 you started.
Yes.
Now you're on Metro.
Yes.
6 million listeners.
Yes.
And you've been to Supersport, now with SABC TV as well, right? Now, when you joined YFM, Bafana were building, all right? Okay?
Yes.
And then you're telling me they're building now still?
We're still building, 2016.
Okay.
That's
So,
what, 12 years later.
many years ago, before you started in broadcasting,
Yeah.
in 1996, they won the African Cup of Nations. From that time on, many sports fans believe that this is it.
Yeah.
We just continue. Of course, there will be downturns, there will be periods when we're doing well, but,
True.
you know, hey,
Yeah.
we're African champions, you know. Now and again, we must develop it into a habit of sorts.
Yeah.
We can't build.
True.
Imagine yourself, 2004, YFM. Today, I talk to you, you're telling me you're still building.
See, that's another thing. I mean, also, people have mentioned the fact that we've gotten a bit too comfortable. You know, you mentioned 1996, and the fact that when you look at even in the PSL, the fact that we do not have out-and-out strikers who are scoring the goals. If you look at the statistics, it's always foreigners who are the ones banging in the goals, who are winning that golden boot. So the question is, where are those goal poachers, South African goal poachers? We argue the fact that you have your Gabuza, who does not play for Orlando Pirates, but is constantly being put into the Bafana squad. You have your May Mahlangus, you have your Tukelo Rantiers, who didn't have a team for a very long time. So it's difficult to know who is actually at the core of Bafana because at any given moment, it is constantly changing.
Do you get involved in all the emotions around sport
I do.
yourself?
Oh, I do.
Huh?
I do very much.
So, and before you became a sports presenter, you were always interested in sport?
Always. That's actually how I got into it, because I
Yes.
would constantly be talking, especially around a derby when, you know, a big derby is going to be happening. You can't not be you can't be a sports fan and not be emotionally vested.
I agree.
Yes.
But you know, it's historically relatively male-dominated thing, that, isn't it?
Ke problem,
Yeah, of course. But there you are in the thick of it, right?
But think about it this way. Go na le bo Mama Joy, bo Mama Grace,
Yes.
who are now renowned
Agreed.
sports supporters.
Agreed.
You know, so chancenyana eo e bulegile. So we saw that little gap.
But your interest in sports,
Yeah.
where does it come from? Is it football specifically, or it's
dad.
just across the board?
It's from my dad, and
Yeah.
it started off being football specifically. Neriako Stadium, you know, sometimes he would be chilling with his friends at home, and you sort of pick up, oh, okay, they're shouting offside. Papa, what is an offside? Then what explain, you know? But I don't think even he thought,
He must be very pleased and
he
proud.
is. He's very, very proud. But unfortunately, he's not quite sure where I stand in terms of club support.
Oh, well, I mean...
So he's always trying to get me to be a Kaiser Chiefs supporter. I'm like, I could say.
Which you are not, I can tell. You know, the Chief supporters wear their support as a badge of honor, right?
True.
Yeah.
I'm wearing blue. That should give you an idea of where I sit.
Okay. let me try and figure out. So you started YFM?
Yes.
And how do you get there, YFM?
YFM was actually being at the right place at the right time. In all honesty, I could lie and say I studied media, or no, it was just being at the right place at the right time. I had a friend who was working as a copywriter.
Yeah.
She wanted me to do a voiceover.
Yes.
I happened to do the voiceover, and that's where I met DJ Fresh.
Yes.
And he said, listen, I like your voice. So every once in a while, just come in, do the traffic if my traffic person is not there. And before you knew it, the traffic person was gone forever. And he asked me to be the new traffic lady. And that's, the rest is history.
That's what gave birth to your
Literally,
career. And then you tweaked it. So
Yes.
you built on it and
Yes.
incorporated the fact that you love sports and so on for you to branch
I
into
even quit my very successful IT career for
Yes,
it because
yes.
but once the radio bug bites, that's it. You know, the radio bug bit, and I just wanted to do that all the time.
The experience of covering sports, whether it's Supersport, SABC,
Yeah.
Metro, and so on, you know, it involves a lot of traveling.
Yes.
And of course, it's a very emotionally involved thing, as we've said.
Yeah.
How do you manage this thing, and also your own personal life, raising children? You know, does it impact negatively on your personal life, and how do you strike the balance, though?
I think ke lucky in the sense that my partner is also in sport.
Yes.
So he gets to travel. That means I take care of the household. When I travel, it's his turn to
Yes.
take care of the household. So renali that understanding.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, it is purely based on that sense of commonality and working for towards the same goal.
Yes.
That makes it a lot easier for us to make it work.
A lot of South Africans love sports, and they love the sports presenters
Yes.
and the personalities in sport, but they're very loyal to them. What is it that you think makes the audiences so loyal to you and your colleagues in sport?
I honestly don't know. I think more than anything, now I always try to be myself.
Yes.
If I don't know something, I will admit to the fact that I don't know it. I don't try and be a know-it-all. No one can ever know everything.
Yeah.
Where my strengths lie, I will own it, and where my weaknesses lie, I will own it. So I think people can relate a lot to that. I don't try and be nuggets about everything. I'm me. I make fun of myself. I make fun of teams. You know, I'm not just a sports anchor. I also dabble in the fact that I'm a sports supporter.
Yeah.
You know, my emotions are vested
And
in
the
it.
rewards that go with being a sports presenter, emotionally and otherwise, I'll talk about
The
other.
rewards, I get to do what I love every single day. It doesn't feel like Kim Sebeting. You know, I leave work, I leave home, and I feel like I'm going to have fun for a living. You know, I would be doing this for free, but thank goodness someone is paying me for it. So that's the biggest reward. And also the travel. You mentioned the travel.
Sure.
The fact that I get to travel around the world and I get to see all these places I would have loved to see.
What's the best event or the
So
highlight
far,
event that you... Yeah.
the Rio Olympics. That was my first Olympics,
Yes.
and I absolutely loved it. You know, I'd always wanted to go to Brazil.
Yes.
I'd always wanted to be on those colorful steps and go to the Maracanã Stadium and watch Brazil play. I got to do that. And, you know, you get to do that for free and get paid on top of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better.
It doesn't get any better. And we know sports personalities earn a lot of money. Do you get paid the same salary
Apparently.
as Pogba and those people?
No, oh no, oh no.
Can't have 6 million people for
Oh
nothing.
no, oh no. I wish we were at that level.
I
but
thought you
sadly
were.
not. No.
I said, these guys, you know, they're
Ooh,
lucky.
I wish.
The lucky people who are sports presenters are probably closer to the sports personalities and the
Shall-
incomes they earn.
If only I was getting my 300 pounds, 300,000 pounds a week, yeah, then I would have made it, sadly.
I get paid because I talk on public issues a
Yes.
lot more like a junior public
You're the
official.
ones who actually make the most money.
Junior public official type salary that I'm on now.
No,
But I'm not complaining. What can I do? You know, it's
No.
a job.
You are on that Praveen
A
Kodan
job.
salary.
So don't mention Praveen. You're suggesting that there will be charges brought against me anytime.
never
So
know.
please, I hope not.
Yeah.
Mpho, everything of the best to you, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for spending time with us here.
Thank you
and of
so
course, send our love regards to the 6 million. Did you say 60 or 6?
6 million.
Say it softly. Some of them are watching here, and you can
Yes.
always invite them to
Oh,
now and
definitely.
again pay us a visit on this show.
Definitely.
Much appreciated. Everything of the best to you.
Thank you.
Mpho Maboi, who is sports presenter on Metro FM as well as SABC TV, paying us a visit to share with us her life story and, of course, the fun that she has with her viewers and listeners. We hope you enjoyed tonight's program, and from us, good night to you.